the children of Gaza. Tell Israel stop bombing Palestine and killing the children. Free Palestine! Free Palestine! Free Palestine!
We're here today to protest about the bias of the BBC. It's not reporting the truth on Gaza, the killings. It says that the problem is Hamas, but the real problem is the Israeli army, the occupation, the killings that are going on are not being reported properly. The BBC is a public service broadcasting corporation and it's lying to the British people. And you can tell by the anger here that people want the truth from the BBC. We pay for it. It ought to tell our people the truth about what's going on.
Thank you. I think that the BBC need educating. They need to know that we think that they don't know enough about what's happening. Therefore, they are biased underneath all the time.
Thank you. We're here in front of the BBC because of their unbiased reporting of the situation in Palestine, their relentless bombing of Gaza, and we're here to express our shame on the BBC for its unbiased reporting and to tell the BBC to be more passionate in its reporting and stop telling one side of the story, painting the situation as one-sided, as if it's Palestinians who are initiating the violence, when we know that Israel has started the bombing, when what they have done is completely unacceptable. More of 150 people have already died, so that's why we are here, everyone, today, expressing our shame on the BBC, to say BBC, shame on you, stop the massacre, and free Palestine.
Thank you, brother.
Well, I'm here today to protest against the BBC's reporting. I mean, this is not a latest thing, this has been going on for absolutely ages. Their pro-Israeli stance. I mean, everything has to refer to the Israeli position about their, their right to defend themselves. I mean, what about the Palestinians' right to defend themselves? I mean, the carnage that's going on now is absolutely disgusting. I mean, and the BBC just, half the time, they don't even report on Gaza, but all the other stations, like Al Jazeera, has it on every day. You see the actual facts. It's appalling. I used to work for the BBC, I'm ashamed to say, but the BBC then, this was quite a long time ago, they really were a good company, but now, I mean, they're not living up to their charter at all.
Thank you.
Well, we're here as part of the ongoing protest movement against the murderous Israeli attacks on Gaza. But we're specifically here to challenge the appalling coverage, the biased coverage that the BBC has been broadcasting in the last few weeks and actually historically. They don't seem to understand that this is a war being conducted by one of the world's most highly armed states against a virtually defenceless people. They give virtually no coverage to Palestinian deaths. They constantly play up casualties on the Israeli side, and this is just not good enough. We're not seeing any serious balance, we're not seeing any serious objectivity, and this level of bias has got to end, and that's why we're protesting today.
Thank you. Why are you here today?
I'm here today to protest against the BBC's biased coverage of the situation in Gaza, and they never report the facts from the Palestinian side, only from the Israeli side. And it's time the people of the UK in particular stood up and heard their voice in opposition to the BBC's biased coverage.
Thank you.
Yeah, I'm here in London today outside the BBC to demonstrate about the BBC's biased reporting of the recent situation in Gaza. So for instance, the use of language, they will always say Israelis are killed and Palestinians die, and everything is in a response to Hamas rockets. They don't give any context, any meaning to the situation and the occupation. They're referred to as cycle of violence, whereas it says it's actually a cycle of violence. It's a situation that's been going on for a long time, and it's an occupied population under siege.
Thank you. Next. Hello, why are you here today?
I'm here to protest against the BBC. Sorry, I'm here to protest against the BBC coverage of the conflict in Gaza at the moment. The BBC is supposed to be impartial, but the conflict is anything but even. And Israel have been sort of breaking international law for decades. They've been military occupying Palestine, but that's not how it's portrayed in the media. It's portrayed as some kind of even conflict. They're as bad as one another. They don't say that Israel had the fourth biggest army in the world. And Palestine don't have an army, they don't have ships, they don't have aircraft, they don't,
they don't have an army. So this is anything but an even conflict. And the longer they go on justifying what Israel are doing, they're just adding to the kind of oppression of the Palestinian people.
I'm here today to support the Palestinians. I'm here today to support the Palestinians. The BBC indulges in appalling biases against the Palestinians. The reporting for a long time has been completely biased. What they do is they allow people who claim that they're impartial. They're not impartial. They're indulging in a strategy of deception. They allow people to come on and express a complete pro-Zionist bias. They do not allow spokespeople for the Palestinians or people who support the Palestinians to come on and articulate their case. So that is why I'm here, because I'm Irish and we have experienced a long list of discrimination by the BBC.
Thank you.
I'm here today to voice my conjecture in opposition to the BBC's biased coverage of the attack on Gaza. I hope everyone who watches this video and sees the people here can recognise what's taking place and how British people are incensed at what's going on in Gaza today. Thank you.
Protesting against this because BBC is not supporting Palestine, is not showing anything. People are dying every day, every night, non-stop bombing, and BBC is not showing anything about it. So what we have to do is come here, support. Please, if you're at home, come out, come support, make your words, stand out. This is not fair. This is not fair. People are dying every day. Where's your remorse? We're all human beings. This has to stop. So come out and show your support. That's all we're asking. Come and show your support.
We are here today again to show our solidarity with the Palestinians and to demonstrating against the BBC. We should understand the true situation. We shouldn't blind people and blind the politicians. We have to understand that the problem here, the BBC doesn't explain the root problem of Zionism. We want the BBC to tell the world the problem is not the rockets, the problem is it started in 1948, not started with the rockets, started in 1948 with the ethnic cleansing of Palestine. Before that, Jews, Palestinians, Arabs, Christians, everyone will live together in peace. We are very disappointed with the BBC as a Jew because it's calling the whole time Israel the Jewish state. It makes out as if the conflict has got to do with religion, Judaism against Islam, which has nothing to do with it. It's unfair, which I find personally anti-Semitic. If any news agent calls Israel the Jewish state, it's anti-Semitic, it causes, it's misleading, and it causes a lot of anguish and against religion. Because Israel is nothing Jewish about it. Even if many Jews who unfortunately support it, but it's not Jewish in character, in action, in foundation, in anything. Judaism, everyone knows, is a religion. Religion stands for peace, stands for honesty, stands for justice, for respect, for dignity, and Zionism stands for politics and dirty politics, occupation, conflict, bloodshed, nothing else. So the BBC has no right to call Israel the Jewish state. Thank you.
Thank you very much.
We're here today.
We're here to show our sympathy for the Palestinians, the men, women and children are getting killed and people are being put in prison for no reason, no doubt. It's against Judaism and they're perpetrating in our name, saying that this is what Judaism demands. Judaism demands peace and submission unto the nations of the world. The land should be given back. And the Zionists claim to be protecting Jews, and every violent act that they make against Arabs puts all the Jews in the world in danger. And they know that's how it works and they benefit from it because they can use it to gain more support from their state. Thank you.
Why are you here, brother, today?
I just come here to support the Palestinians, that's all. Looking after them, trying to help my Muslim brothers as well at the same time. I mean, other than that, it's a political issue here, but we're making it a bit kind of a different kind of story in a different way, really. Trying to keep everyone tight between each other. I mean, we even got Jews here now, like, on our side, really, helping us against the Israelis. I mean, other than that, we're just here to show our support, really, that's what I can say.
Thank you, brother.
Thank you.
Thank you for being here.
What do you want? When do you want it? What do we want? When do we want it? Louder, what do we want? When do we want it? What do we want? BBC! Guys, you got the road closed, the buses are reversing, make some noise! Gaza, don't you cry! Bismillah ar-Rahman ar-Rahim. Brothers and sisters, friends, comrades, Assalamu alaikum, peace be with you all. And the message of Ramadan Mubarak Kareem to all my Muslim friends and all those around the world observing the act of fasting today, alongside our brothers and sisters in Palestine, as in addition to fasting from drink and food, are receiving shells, mortars and rockets on an hourly basis from the apartheid state of Israel. Brothers and sisters, first of all, a word of congratulations that each and every one of you managed to make the 6 o'clock news today. Immediately after the top of the hour news that the Palestinians, like they have always been for the past 65 years, withstanding suffering, withstanding oppression in a dignified, courageous manner that humanity has seldom seen. In addition to that, immediately after that particular news, the news that a bit of central London has become part of Palestine. And before I go on, just look over there to our friends from the BBC and give them a wave. BBC, shame on you! Shame on you! BBC, shame on you! BBC, shame on you! BBC, shame on you! From an organisation that claims to be the epitome of professionalism, let's send them a few messages, a few lessons for free, for nothing, from Londoners. Let's direct their attention to the fact that when we're talking about Palestine and Israel, we're not talking about two equal parties. We're talking about an oppressor and an oppressed. We're talking about a killer and a victim. We're talking about an occupier and an occupied. And therefore to equate is evil. To equate is evil. To see the Palestinians equal to the Israelis with the same capacities and capabilities, it's pure evil. So let the BBC know that we will not withstand a message that puts the victim equal to the oppressor. Never. And another point that the BBC needs to know. Palestine, Israel is not a war between Muslims and Jews. It is not a war, it is not a conflict between Muslims and Jews. All you have to do is look around here. Look at the people standing next to you. All you have to do is to see pictures from around the world of people who do not belong to the Muslim faith standing up for Palestine, raising the pictures of Palestinian babies and victims. And on the other side, on the flip side, all you have to pay attention to are so-called Muslim governments paying lip service to the Israelis, trying to broker a shameful peace on behalf of the cheer for our friends, Jewish people, organizations standing up for justice in Palestine. Brothers and sisters, the next step is Saturday. We need Saturday to be big. We need the BBC to be first to come down to Downing Street and then to the Israeli embassy and to cover the news that tens of thousands, hundreds of thousands of Brits marched the streets of London shouting, proclaiming, chanting for justice for Palestine. Free, free! Palestine! Free, free! Palestine! Free, free! Palestine! Wassalamu alaikum wa rahmatullah.
What do we want it? Free, free! Palestine! Free, free! Palestine! Free, free! Palestine! Gaza, Gaza, don't you cry! We will never let you die! Gaza, Gaza, don't you cry! We will never let you die! Gaza, Gaza, don't you cry! We will never let you die! Palestine! Free, free! Palestine! Free, free! Palestine! Make some noise for Palestine! Free, free! 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 Palestine! From the river to the sea! Palestine will be free! From the river to the sea! Palestine will be free! From the sea to the river! Palestine forever! From the sea to the river! Palestine forever! 1, 2, 3, 4! Occupation no more! 5, 6, 7, 8! Israelis a terrorist state! 1, 2, 3, 4! Occupation no more! 5, 6, 7, 8! Israelis a terrorist state! Gaza, Gaza, don't you cry! We will never let you die! Gaza, Gaza, don't you cry! We will never let you die! Gaza, Gaza, don't you cry! We will never let you die! BBC! Shame on you! BBC! Shame on you! Brothers and sisters, friends, thank you for coming out today. Make some noise! Now, I'm not big on speeches. It's the only one I've done at protest. But let me just get one thing straight on behalf of the Palestinians here in Britain. We are not only here today to condemn the attacks of the Israeli government on our brothers and sisters in Gaza. We are here today to point a bloody finger at BBC! BBC! Shame on you! BBC! Shame on you! BBC! Shame on you! BBC! Shame on you! Israel have attacked Gaza over the past few days, killing 190 plus, 76 of whom are innocent civilians, mothers, fathers, children as young as 3 months old. Free, free! Free, free! Palestine! Free, free! Palestine! Free, free! Palestine! Free, free! Palestine! BBC! Shame on you! BBC! Shame on you! BBC! Shame on you! The BBC's silence, the BBC's lack of coverage, and the BBC's biased coverage could only mean one of two possible things. One, that they do not care for the innocent dying in Gaza. Free, free! Free, free! Free, free! Or even worse, that they are condoning the attacks of Israel on our brothers and sisters. Shame on you! Shame on you! BBC! 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 Shame on you! And to the head of the BBC, James Harding, you've heard his name today. James Harding! James Harding! I don't know if you're still in the building. He is!